that you can find this thing happen. 39,000 difference, or nearly 39,000 plus votes, as against 30,000 plus. It's a big margin.
Okay, so how will you describe the election? Looking at the tension and the stress that came with it, comparing it with the last elections, 2020, how will you describe it?
I can see that this election was smoother for me because I had experienced the same candidate earlier, so I knew her strength. Her strength is to mobilize money to share. And so I needed to step above money and work towards the victory we have seen. So rather than dealing with an unknown figure, I was dealing with a known figure. And so as she went out sharing her money, 20 cedis per voter, can you imagine that? Waste of national resources. She doesn't work to have that much money to share every voter of the nearly 100,000 voters. Everywhere she met, she was, giving that kind of money. So I had prepared for that, and I had prepared my approach against that. So I was able to address the circumstances, and so it was not so difficult an election for me, as it went according to my timetable.
So you have won for the 6th time.
Yes.
What are you going to do exactly for your people?
Well, I'm going to work along the president and the NDC. Young people, these are people who are often in small businesses, who have the small businesses there. We want to make sure some of the rules that have been ignored for years, we work towards addressing the problem. And we want to make sure that we tackle the young people who have been left and with a record number of unemployment with my government, and creating conditions and value to make sure the people benefit in the maximum way in all the things we want to do. So, and I also noticed that the classrooms have been ignored, chairs and tables have been broken down, and all that. I'm trying to address many of them, but with power, we can do more. Many of the classes that are torn apart by the bad weather and or an age, have to be addressed. So I'll tackle some key issues which are going to be peculiar to this place, but I'll tackle it also from the generality, which are the promises we made towards Ghanaians.
Okay. So you've been listening to Dr. Hassan Rashid Papo, who has just been to other regions to the Upper West region. We want to engage my colleague here, Emmanuel Mensah Brody. We have been in this coverage for the past 2 days. I want to engage him to tell us what he has made of this year's elections.
I would say this one is a top-notch election so far.
So, Ima is saying that this is one of the best elections he has covered so far. And the hope is that the jubilation that has just started will be done in moderation, so that at the end of the jubilation, people will continue to be alive and healthy, so that